up your vehicle and leave you with a Lincoln Loaner and the peace of mind that helps you focus on what matters most. That's the power of Sanctuary. And for a little extra help, you can now purchase a new Lincoln remotely and defer payment up to 120 days.
What I've been saying, I just feel like we weren't prepared for a crisis.
DC parents concerned about how distance learning is going to work when many don't have internet access. 7 on Your Side is asking the city for some answers. 2 more metro stations closed, but not as part of the planned shutdown. Plus,
it brings tears to my eyes because I'm watching their smiles.
Feeding healthcare heroes, how the community is helping a beloved restaurant owner deliver more than just food. Right now at 11 o'clock, the U.S. has the most COVID-19 cases in the entire world. This is according to Johns Hopkins University's count.
That number includes media reports. The CDC's confirmed case count is lower. Tonight, though, we are also getting a better snapshot of what's happening around the world. There are more than 500,000 COVID-19 cases around the world. Of that, more than 122,000 people have made full recoveries. And think about this. About 90% of students everywhere, not just here, are out of school. And new developments here at home at 11. A third D.C. police officer tested positive for COVID-19. The department is tracing this officer's interactions. 12 D.C. fire and EMS workers are also sick. And on Metro, an emergency closure of Tinsleytown and Van Ness today. A contractor who works overnights at the stations tested positive for COVID-19. Those stations are going through a deep clean. And we just heard from Metro, and they tell us Tinsleytown and Van Ness will reopen at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
Well, we want to give you a sense of just how fast this virus is spreading here in the DMV. The 10-day period from March 16th through the 25th, it was exponential growth. Just look at the numbers, 110 back on March 16th, all the way up to, right now, over 1,000. And while we have increased testing capacity in some areas, we are seeing the number of cases double every 3 to 4 days. Yesterday was the first time that we cracked the 1,000 mark in our region. But take a look at it now. We added nearly 300 cases just today. More than 1,300 people across D.C., Maryland, and Virginia with COVID-19. 21 people have died. 14 in Virginia, the most recent, a Loudoun County teacher.
And in Maryland, the number of cases rose by more than 150 overnight to 580 total. And numbers like that have hospitals taking stock of space. The good news so far, only a few dozen are hospitalized in Maryland. Still, though, Governor Hogan wants to increase the number of hospital beds statewide by about 25%. To help meet that goal, the closed down Laurel Hospital is reopening. A source tells ABC7 the state has given a contractor 3 weeks to get it ready to accept patients.
Staff will be, of course, the key concern, but it's part of the University of Maryland medical system, which they have 28,000 total employees.
And the opening of the National Guard Test Center at FedEx Field has been delayed because of a lack of test kits. However, Prince George's County Executive Angela Alsobrooks tells us she hopes it will open by Monday.
Now, yesterday, we showed you Loudoun County handing out Chromebooks to families who need help keeping their kids connected to virtual classrooms. They are out in the parking lot handing these things out. Tonight, it is estimated that nearly a third of the D.C. students lack the internet access, even if they got one of these computers to work on at home. 7 on Your Side's Annalisa Gale now shows us how this affects families in our community.
It's just frustrating all around.
In the first week of distance learning due to COVID-19, some DCPS parents are struggling to connect outside the classroom.
We're really trying to focus on getting the city to consider releasing the computers they have.
Emily Roderer is a parent living in Ward 5 and vice president of her children's parent-teacher union. She sent a letter to the council on Thursday calling for laptops to be distributed to elementary and middle school students.
I'm hearing about a number of kids that don't have access to any devices.
On Tuesday, DCPS Chancellor Dr. Louis Farabee announcing that roughly 30% of DCPS students do not have access to internet. Tiffany Johnson's daughter falls into that category.
I told her teacher some of the stuff is hard for me to do the stuff at home.
The single mom of 2 is also living without a desktop. She spoke to us via Zoom on her phone.
I can't print none of the stuff out for her to do the work.
Not far from Johnson, another Ward 8 parent is also